Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I just got back from walking. And I have chicken that we're just pan searing behind me. And we are having rice, cauliflower rice with it tonight. So I decided to make an Elotes style rice dish, like a full rice dish that's Elotes style. I have an Elotes recipe, but it's more for like having a little portion at a time as kind of a snack, like you would get elotes on the side of the street. So if you've ever had elotes, put had it in the comments. If you've never had it, put never had it. Elotes is a street food, Mexican street food, I'm pretty sure, that you get with corn and corn on the cob. So they can either give you the corn and they put these things on it, and I'll tell you what those are. Or they shave off the corn, cut off the corn, and put it in a cup, and then you mix everything together, and the corn is like grilled. So I learned that if I use cauliflower rice instead of corn, it tastes very similar, and so I was able to make this kind of like snack dish that's elotes, but I want to make it into a full-fledged rice side dish, and using more specific ingredients. Those are in specific in my elotes, but this is kind of the same thing, but a little bit different. This is meant to be like a side dish to your protein. So I have my protein cooking. I need to cook, mix my chicken around. Tell me what spices you like to cook your chicken in. Right now I just have onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. So super simple tonight. The girls like to eat it with a little bit of sour cream. And I have to make sure that it cooks all the way. There we go. Okay, so tell me where you're watching from. I would love to say hi. If you've had elotes before, like the real elotes with corn, put had it. If you've never had it, put never had it. This is my rice dish that's elotes style. So elotes style rice dish. So I'm gonna start. It's hot still. I just cooked 2 bags of cauliflower rice in the microwave. You can do it in the oven. I mean on the stove too. And these are, I can't remember how many are, 12-ounce bags. So 24 ounces, 3 cups of cauliflower rice. And I just cooked it for 8 minutes until it was hot and cooked. So now it's still hot. And I didn't really drain. I drained a little bit of water, but not a ton of water. You can drain some more water if you want. Now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. And I want that to start to melt while it's still hot. So I'm going to kind of like bury my butter. And then I just have 3 more ingredients. Kind of 4. But 2 main more ingredients and then 2 spices. So tell me if you have had elotes on the street before, from like a street food cart. There's a lot of them in Chicago. That's where I used to live, so that's where I learned and had them for the first time. And I would always get elotes, like the corn on the cobs cut off of the cob so that I could eat it in the cup. And that was my favorite. But once I started eating this way, high protein, low carb, I couldn't have corn on the cob anymore because it's so high in carbs. So this is what I realized that tastes, I was like, oh my gosh, it tastes just like elotes. So then I was able to recreate that. But that's like in a portion at a time. So I'm creating this as a whole dish at a time. And I'm making it exact measurements versus my recipe is a little bit less exact. And this one's gonna be more exact. All right, so it's almost melted. I have a chunk of butter still going right there. So I want that chunk to get melted. While that's melting, I'm just gonna stir my chicken. I might even, most likely, will mix some of my chicken with this rice dish, because I think that will taste amazing. I want to make sure that I have some of these that are not cooking get cooked. Henry and Zariah I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something silly. All right. So now this is all almost melted. I feel like I'm making macaroni and cheese. Because I'm mixing melted butter. All right, now it's melted. Now I'm going to take a quarter cup of mayonnaise. Where's my cup of mayonnaise. So when you get elotes, you get to choose what goes in your elotes. And you can choose mayonnaise, you can choose butter. And of course it's like not good butter for you or good mayonnaise for you when it's on the street. It's like squeezed butter and not great mayonnaise. And then you can choose to add queso fresco, but we're not going to do that. We're going to add a different cheese. So this is a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. So this makes it creamy. 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. The best mayonnaise is going to be the mayonnaise that is avocado oil only or MCT oil only. Chosen, Sir Kensington, Primal Kitchen, and Kirkland, I believe, are the brands here in the US that have that. If you don't have access to that, high fat, all like full fat mayonnaise is going to be better for you than not fat, but if you can find that, that's best. Okay, now we're going to add a cup of mozzarella cheese. A cup of, I gotta put this in a different way. All right, a cup of mozzarella cheese. If you can shred your mozzarella cheese, that's going to be even better. No. Okay. So a cup of mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to stir my chicken because I hear it getting brown. All right, let me turn off my heat. You can see my chicken getting some brown sides. I'm going to turn off my heat and move it. Okay, now I'm going to stir in my mozzarella cheese. And if your rice is just out of the having been cooked, you can also do this in a like on the stove in a pan in a pot. Or you can have cooked it in the microwave and then right after it's been pulled out, squeeze some of the water out and then put it right into a mixing pan so that it can melt easily. So now I have my cup of mozzarella cheese, and now I'm going to add, this is a little bit to taste, but I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of pink salt. And then the thing I love the most about getting this on the street is that I like to get the cayenne pepper on it, but my girls don't. So in my portion and in my husband's portions, we are going to have cayenne pepper in ours, and it is going to be amazing and extra spicy. All right, that's it. Let me show you what it looks like. I just want to get this well mixed so that the salt is well combined. And it is delicious. A new kind of rice dish, an elote style of rice dish. Make sure you thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're gonna want to try it. It can go with any protein on the side, mixed in however you'd like. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!